Mainstream political parties understandably have significant influence over the voters and at the parliament where most laws are formulated. Most of the mainstream parties this time seem to have acknowledged that better policies must be in place to tackle climate change and its growing impacts on Nepal, as they have presented numerous commitments in the election manifestos. However, the agendas seem superficial and have also failed to address the differential impacts of climate change on women. We have a report.
Numerous vulnerability assessments have shown that the impacts of climate change are experienced differently by women and disadvantaged populations due to their age-old marginalization and resulting social, economic, cultural and political inequalities. Women often lack the resources and capacities necessary to adequately respond to climate change-induced incidents, which is multiplying each year. Their role as primary caregivers leads women to feel the effects of climate change more acutely in numerous ways. The gendered expectation on women to fulfill their responsibilities as caregivers for their families creates an extra burden on them, especially during extreme climate events. In majority households, it's the women who have to work for hours and further to collect water as sources shrink or dry up due to climate change.
जति पनि पानी लिन जाने दाउरा लिन जाने वुमेनहरु पानीको कमी हुँदा दाउरा कमी हुँदा जंगलहरुमा सिधाखेरि वुमेनलाई झन्झन टाढा टाढा जानु पर्यो भनेपछि उनीहरुको कामको बर्डन बढ्यो हैन अनि त्यसपछि खेतीमा इन्भल्भ उनीहरु नै अब खेतीमा पानी बेलामा नपर्ने अब धानबालीहरु बिग्रिने सबै त्यस्तो हुँदाखेरि पनि वुमेनलाई डाइरेक्ट असर पर्यो त्यो परिवार पाल्ने जिम्मा त उनीहरुसँग छ नि त त्यो रिसोर्स ल्याएर
जलवायु परिवर्तनकै कारणले गर्दाखेरिमा जुन यो प्राकृतिक विपदहरु आइपर्छ त्यो आइपर्दाखेरिमा पनि त्योबाट पुरुषहरु जसरी सजिलै त्यहाँ विस्थापित भएर जान सक्ने स्थिति हुन्छ त्यो ठाउँबाट महिला र बालबालिकाहरु सहज हिसाबले विस्थापित भएर अर्को ठाउँ जाने खालको स्थितिहरु पनि हुँदैन त्यसले गर्दाखेरि उनीहरुको जीवन चाहिँ अझै धेरै यो अहिलेको जलवायु परिवर्तनसँग जोडिएको छ.
Male migration for employment purposes has led to an increase in female-headed households, further increasing women's workload. For the November 20 elections, most of the mainstream parties have pledged of forming policies to achieve net zero carbon goal, maintaining the forest cover to around 45%, establishing a mechanism to mobilize resources for disaster mitigation and adaptation, and protect the biodiversity. All these pledges are in line with Nepal's climate change commitments to the international community.
जति आगो छ त्यसलाई पनि एउटा प्रब्लमलाई एक्नोलेज गर्ने हिसाबले पनि ओके फाइनली यो लेख्नु पर्छ है घोषणापत्रमा यो छुट्यो भने चाहिँ हामीलाई चाहिँ पत्याउँदैनन् अथवा हामीलाई चाहिँ मान्छेले सिरियसली लिदैनन् भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ बुझेको त्यो चाहिँ धेरै वेलकम लाग्यो मलाई.
सबै घोषणापत्रहरु मैले जलवायु परिवर्तनसँग लेखिएका कुरा हेरे योजना बनाउने रणनीति बनाउने भन्ने खालका कुराहरु छन् त्यो मात्रै हैन हामी प्रत्येकले यसलाई एउटा राजनैतिक अभियानको हिसाबले लैजाने र हाम्रा आफ्ना चाहिने सदस्यहरुलाई कम्तिमा पनि यो विषयमा हामीले गर्ने हरेक गतिविधि लाई चाहिँ जलवायु परिवर्तनसँग जोडेर हेर्न सक्ने हिसाबले जानुपर्छ त्यो तहको कुरा चाहिँ अहिले नि घोषणापत्रहरुमा समावेश भइसकेका छैन.
The degree of vulnerability to climate change is strongly influenced by socio-economic characteristics like gender, caste, ethnicity, and wealth. Women suffer more than men from climate change-induced droughts, floods and landslides due to their physical conditions, systemic gender discrimination, and societal expectations on women. The lack of clarity of the differential impacts among leaders and election candidates could mean that the most impacted population could be overlooked while making policies. With Suraj Khadka on cameras, Sarah Sapsanamma for Kantipur News.